talking about diamonds here.
Diamonds. Everyone wants diamonds. And who has the diamonds? Oppenheimers.
If you don't own the land, you're not liberated.
Yes.
They're out here thinking when the EFF says repatriation of land without compensation, they're talking about the Airbnb. Not those small little stuff. Please, come on. We're talking about nationalizing assets, mines, farms, game reserves. DAs out here fighting for the rightful ownership of those mines, not of those freaking Airbnbs.
I thought we were going to go via party size. Shut up.
Shut up, exactly. You see, when puppets take it upon themselves to speak, they say shit like that.
People are not stupid. We know this is not a GNU. Stop calling it a GNU. 4 parties. People are failing to mention PA.
But don't you know that the South African people are gullible? There are certain rooms in South Africa right now where it all matters, where decisions are made, where nothing has changed.
Yes.
The gullible public is out here thinking that we have entered a new era in South Africa. But let me tell you, let the rule be the one to tell you. There are certain rooms in our Rainbow Nation where certain things have not changed. It's still the same.
Definitely.
That's facts right there.
Complete
Even I
facts.
felt like that's facts. Like I
Chills.
didn't think about saying this shit, but I just felt like, yo, I think you said something over there. Woo. Another day, another podcast.
Yes, it is.
Chilling with it. Today's Sunday, right?
That's correct, yeah.
And thank you for taking the time to watch us, to follow us. And if you're a subscriber, much love to you. Your support means the world.
Thank
if you're
you.
Jamaican, we see you. We see you in the comment section. We know what you're about. We hear the support. We feel the support. I know this is going to go up on YouTube, but we're on TikTok. We're on Instagram. We're on Rumble. And of course, we have a Patreon account. If you really want to get into these topics, please join our Patreon account, subscribe. It's a minimum fee. Your support is greatly appreciated. But on that Patreon, that's when we go roll with it.
That's the good part.
Oh, that's the authentic real shit.
Yes.
You know, even the setting is different at times. The language is there. We say it in complete form. We don't beat around the bush on that Patreon.
Yes.
So if you really want to get involved, if you really want to see more of us, if you want to have content that's exclusive, please join our Patreon's account. It's a ball. We have a party over there because there we even go as far as having direct communication.
Yes.
So we can interact directly. We can meet up. We can exchange details, direct details. We can get in touch, see how we can talk about things and take things further. But so that Patreon is necessary for those that have the spirit of Pan-Africanism inside them, for those that appreciate the show, for those that like us, for those that are perhaps subscribed to us. And if you're new, you're welcome.
Welcome. Thank you. Really appreciate your support. Thank you very much.
So I want to ask you a question.
Tell me.
I know they have the answer. In South African politics right now, do we have a GNU or do we have a coalition?
We have a coalition. DA, ANC, and IFP.
An IFP.
Yes.
So in your opinion, it's not a GNU.
Of course not. There's no unity.
Why is it not a GNU?
All parties are not involved. All parties. MK didn't even show up. Come on.
Those MK, they really took a stance. Huh?
They took a stance.
Wow, Jacob Zuma. They're also having like issues with their like legal stuff, representations of the party. Because the founder, Kumalo, was involved in whatever dispute that he had. And then the court or the judiciary system had to come in there and make some sort of ruling that prevents him now from representing the party as the president of MK. How do you say that name? Umkulu something.
I don't want to try.
Mkumwenzi.
Yes, something.
You are from the African side in South Africa.
Yes.
Yes, so you don't speak Xhosa or Zulu.
I don't want to say I don't speak because I could have taken the time to learn it.
So you don't want to say you don't speak? You don't speak
I don't speak it, yeah. It wasn't enforced in my day of schooling. It wasn't enforced for it to be.
Thank God those days of forcing certain subjects and people are long gone. I remember also, because I grew up in that in South Africa.
It was forced?
It was somehow forced. They were forcing me to learn Afrikaans at that Cape Town High School. It was a struggle before they actually understood and decided to make an exception, you know, because I had to fight for it.
Yeah.
I'm a freedom fighter too, huh? I'm a personal freedom fighter. I remember back in those days in that Cape Town High School, they were saying you have to have a second language. And it has to be Afrikaans. All these Afrikaans teachers, when I would show up in those Afrikaans classes, I was welcomed, especially after the exception was established that I didn't have to take Afrikaans as a second language, because I started taking French from private tutoring. You understand? So I would still have to go to those particular classrooms.
Yes.
Everybody from South Africa knows exactly what I'm talking about because they understand the system there, especially Cape Town. So I would still have to go to those particular classrooms. Don't worry, we're going to get back to all this GNU politics, coalition stuff. But please, let's get to know each other. Emotional connection, let's build.
Yes.
And I would still have to go to those classrooms. The Afrikaans teachers or the lecturers would always think I'm cocky, would always think that this one thinks he's special, this one. He gets to sit in this classroom, not partake, and at times I hear him whisper in the back over there, talking to the kids that are supposed to be concentrating.
So you're creating trouble in her class.
It was fun, huh? It was fun. Because we had a principal. The principal of Cape Town High School at the time was a French person.
Ah, okay.
Yes. So he said, Patrick, you know what? You don't have to take Afrikaans. We'll make an exception for you, but you need a second language. I've spoken to the education department. We are welcome to provide, or you are welcome, Patrick, to provide on your written reports a second language of your choice. But there must be one.
And you chose French.
I say, s'il vous plaît, moi je parle français. Est-ce qu'on peut faire le français, s'il vous plaît? Il a dit oui. He said oui. He said thank you. He said yes, you can, Patrick. So I made sure I organized my private tutoring and all that kind of thing, and then I just put it in there. So I would still go out there in those classes to have a ball. But that's cool. But I remember those days when they tried to force that particular language on me. And it was just like, nah.
Yeah.
No, thank you. I'm a freedom fighter, like I was saying. So you said it wasn't forced either.
No, they offered Xhosa and Zulu as a third language option, but it wasn't enforced for people to take a third language.
Yeah, it
You
wasn't.
still have to take Afrikaans, but if you'd want a third language, you can choose either or.
Either or, yes, you could do that. So, GNU, Government of National Unity. Government of National Unity. They call it the Government of National Unity, but they send invites to all the different parties and say, you're welcome to meet with us, the ANC, because we are the party that got 40%, the most numbers. Please, let's have a meeting. Let's have diplomatic meetings and cross-parties meetings. But apparently, according to these other parties, with the exception of the DA and the Inkatha Freedom Party and perhaps PA, the Patriotic Alliance, all these other parties, like the EFF, like the UDMs, so on, say, yeah, we were supposed to meet, but they just never got back to us. The ANC never got back to us.
Yeah.
They never showed up. All the way up until that Friday.
Yes.
Before the first sitting of the parliament. They were still waiting half an hour in before it even began.
Yeah.
They were still saying, we still haven't heard anything from them. But they've already come out and made the announcement to say that they're forming a GNU. That's not a GNU.
Because even the Patriotic Alliance, Gayton, he keeps on saying that it's a GNU. It's a GNU. Come on.
Everybody that's within this supposed GNU will come out and speak highly of the GNU.
Yeah.
They won't be out here being completely transparent or straightforward with it. That PA, Gayton McKenzie, although he's a cool guy and I like him and I support his mission and message, it's his first time in this league.
So he could be overly excited.
He could be, or he is. He is.
Judging by his reactions that night, he was actually.
He was.
You're right.
He was. He's human.
You're speaking to every reporter.
He's human. He had to make his presence felt. He's human.
Yes.
We understand. We like him. We like him. And if you see this, or if if the people on the ground happen to see, if any PA supporter sees this, hey, don't take it the wrong way.
Yes.
We like the party. We like what the party stands for. Actually, that particular PA party already exists within every other party. It's just that those particular policies aren't enforced
They are,
in a way.
They aren't speaking about it enough.
Every single country on the planet here does not support the idea of accommodating to illegal foreigners to the expense even of the citizens of their own particular countries.
Yes,
So
yes,
we
yes.
understand that.
Yeah.
And we understand the different things that it brings, the different instabilities that it brings to a country. So his message is there. But just to go back to your point, of course he would speak in favor of the GNU because he's a part of it.
He's part of it. He's
Yeah.
part of the coalition.
Part of it. But what's interesting is when the DA, John Steenhuisen, stood up to actually announce this particular GNU and to make his speech, he didn't feel the need to mention the PA.
Yes. Yes, that's true. I think as Gayton was speaking to all the reporters, he was also mentioning that talks are still ongoing.
Yeah.
So the idea is probably still in their minds to create a GNU, but honestly, it's not going to be possible. I don't think so.
You know, they don't want the masses to go into some panic mode. They
Yeah.
don't want South Africans to come out here and say, "Shoo, ANC, you are a what's the term that Julius Malema used when he was giving his speech? You are a sellout."
Yes.
They don't want
yes.
the masses to come out here and completely call the ANC a sellout for going into a coalition with the DA, the Democratic Alliance Party, that represents white capitalistic individuals and families out here that everybody knows. Julius Malema has spoken a little bit on that. We're going to get into that a little bit, but let's just build this up. So they'll be very strategic on how to get their way.
Yeah, that's true. Because it's not a surprise that ANC went with DA. It's really not a surprise.
It's not.
No, I don't, because they are the second biggest party.
They are the second biggest party.
Yes.
That, like I just said, we'll get into some other details in a little bit. But you know that there's an underlying main reason why they went with the DA.
What is that?
Oh, come on. You know this. You know this. You know. Everybody knows this. This particular interview that we're currently watching now here on our screens talks about this. Yes. It's the Oppenheimers.
Yeah, of course.
Oppenheimers.
Yes.
Oh, that was so madly put. It's unbelievable. That was so madly put. That's why we're going to go into it in a little bit later. But still on this GNU.
Yeah.
So a speaker was chosen.
Yes, I don't know her name, but yeah, she seems like a good one. She's ANC, of course.
She's ANC.
Yes,
That's
ANC.
the most important part.
And the
to mention
deputy
here.
speaker is?
Yes, the deputy
DA.
speaker. Yes, the deputy speaker is the DA. But the interesting point, still on that main speaker, is the fact that, for example, the EFF made their demands known. They were approached. They had some meetings with the GNU, with the ANC specifically. Julius Malema spoke with Ramaphosa, or should I say, Oppenheimer branch, a branch of the Oppenheimer.
Extension of the Oppenheimer.
Extension of the Oppenheimer. The real ones who are watching this show know exactly what I'm talking about.
Yes, yes.
And I'm sure that they appreciate the fact that we are authentic with it. We're not hiding it here. It's a well-known fact. You understand what I'm saying? It's the reason why we are where we are right now. But yes, our Juju had a meeting with the Ramaphosa,
Yes.
where he expressed to the Ramaphosa, I have to say to the Ramaphosa, to the Ramaphosa that, listen, we are interested in the position of the Speaker of the House. But should we not, we would also entertain, we would welcome perhaps even the deputy speaker of the House. We would only welcome the deputy speaker position if only that the first position or the main speaker of the House is not from the DA.
Yes.
Or from this other one.
This IFP.
IFP.
Yeah.
That's also a baby of. You understand, huh? When you go back into the roots and the funders of the IFP, it all comes back to that name, that family. Yeah, that family. Have we ever had a white speaker, deputy or main? I know all the mains have all been just ANC. Since 1994.
I don't think so, honestly.
I don't think we've ever seen a figure, or I don't think for the last 30 years South African haven't been exposed to a situation whereby a white lady or a white man is seated
on top there.
Well said.
Yes.
You understand, huh?
Yes.
It's the first time, huh?
It's the first time in 30 years.
You know, I actually like that. I like that. I like the fact that we are a rainbow nation.
Oh, yeah.
I love the fact that you get all types of race in South Africa.
I agree with you. That is
we are not
honestly
racist.
No, how can we be?
How can we be? It's impossible, right?
Yes.
We're Christian.
Yes.
Yeah, we love one another.
Exactly.
We do unto others as we would like others to do unto us.
Yes.
Yes. We are not of that kind. We're not the type. Yes, but it's about equal playing field. It's about democracy.
Yes.
As it's written on paper. Not just saying we are a democratic nation, but we go against the rules and the principles of that upholds the spirit of democracy.
Yes.
Understand?
Yeah.
Democracy on paper, we stand for it because it's perfectly said. When you look at the principles of what democracy is, it's the best. It was well thought of. You know?
Everyone has a say.
Everybody
Everyone has the
say.
opportunity to have their voice heard.
Yes.
That is the thing, yes.
Everybody's equal.
Yes. Yes.
Nobody has the right to come out here and just
be superior, feel that they're superior to another human being. In the end, we are all human beings. That's the simple fact.
Yes. Black, white, colored.
Yes.
I don't know, whatever else. The reason why I said colored, because I know how that wastes America, African Americans, how they
use that
they
term.
have a different definition of what a colored person is compared to the one that exists in South Africa. That's why all the stupidity types of questions that Tyler
is receiving
from South Africa is receiving is ridiculous.
It's just uneducated American people.
It's the audacity to think that you Americans can come out here and start to define how we define ourselves or how we view ourselves. Why? Hey, shut up. I like the fact that she did not even entertain that question. Yeah. When it came from Charlemagne the God or whatever on that Breakfast Club or something like that.
And her people in the back, she just looked to the back of her.
Like, how do you, I'm sure there's an expression in Afrikaans for that. Can you find an expression? Gekiso? Maybe
I want to say it. It starts with the N word. Is it kicking? Is
that a swear word? No swear words here, please. The only swear words we sometimes bring out here is frickin'. Frickin' is not even a swear word. It's a roundabout. And the S word sometimes comes out. It's like, what kind of shit is this? Yeah. Those two. Not to say, sorry kids, don't use the word S. Huh? Don't use the S word. But anyway, it's crazy how they attacked her for it, or they're trying to bring up those stupid, unnecessary conversations towards her. That's ridiculous. Yeah. But yes, democracy is so important and it's so real. Yes. We love the principles of democracy.
Yes, of course. So
seeing that white lady up there is cool.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. I mean, and she's an older one.
She's an older one. She's been in that DA. She's been in that seat for some time. I've seen her in past sittings before, parliamentarian sittings. I've seen her there just be sitting there. She just keeps a certain expression on her face when she agrees or disagrees with the chaos. South African Parliament has experienced a lot of chaos in the days. Huh?
Oh yeah.
Bring out the, what do you call those guys in the white T-shirt or in the white shirts? The parliamentarian protective officers.
Yes.
Coming, I will call on the parliamentary, those other previous speakers from the ANC, those Mbalela or Baluka or whatever them, they had no temperament to be a speaker, huh?
Yeah, they kept on bringing those people in.
They kept on threatening people. They kept on switching people's mics off. This is a freaking parliament here. All these PAs or all these MPs were voted to be a part of the House.
Yeah.
A parliament sometimes can get into a robust state where ideas and even tones are aggravated at times, but you cannot be out here, be a little bit, and be biased.
Yes, exactly. Because in the end, these people are fighting for the citizens of South Africa. So it's going to get intense at some point. People just need to handle it, and then otherwise get out.
They are freedom fighters.
Yeah.
So they are out there and they are extremely passionate about the promises that they've made to their people.
Exactly.
The exact same people that voted them into parliament. So when they come there, they want to make sure that they are heard, that they are getting their equal fair share, that they are treated with dignity and respect as MPs.
Exactly.
So those emotionally sensitive, driven speakers of the past from the corrupt ANC need to take a chill pill. This particular speaker that's now being elected, I like her. She comes with a track record. I've seen a little bit of her. She can be fair. We like her. She's not bad. And this particular speaker from the DA, okay, I like it. I just like the fact that it looks black and white up there. So it's cool. Let the white people also do their part. But majority must speak. No rigging of elections. No, none of this kind of crap. But
Nothing.
Yeah, that's cool. What will be interesting, and I believe it's what most people are waiting for, besides the boogeyman's return, besides the MK party, besides Jacob Zuma's arrival, besides all that, is who will be chosen to be the deputy president of the Republic of South Africa.
That is definitely still Steenhuisen. That is definitely. We're just waiting for the announcement. I don't see it being anyone else. It cannot be someone from ANC.
From ANC.
It cannot.
Otherwise, they would have gotten all top 3 spots.
Exactly.
The speaker, the president, and the deputy.
We see that it's now ANC and DA in the speaker position. It's going to be ANC and DA in the presidency. For sure.
ANC and DA in the presidency. John Steenhuisen for deputy president of South Africa.
That's going to be him.
And then they also have the deputy speaker. So ANC reserves the top spots, and the DA takes the second spots.
Yeah.
And they're doing all this. They're doing this coalition under the banner of Government of National Unity to fool the masses. Mainstream media, South African mainstream media, whether you want to call it SABC or Newsroom or whoever it is, they'll keep coming out here and putting that banner on the news. Let that banner remain there. Put the GNU there.
Yeah.
The whole nation must believe that it's a GNU.
I don't know.
Yeah, put it
People are not stupid. We know this is not a GNU. Stop calling it a GNU. Oh, it's 4 parties. You people are failing to mention PA.
But don't you know that the South African people are gullible? It's time for me to put my shades on. When I put my shades on, I'm about to just go in a little bit. Don't you know that the South African people are gullible?
Okay.
They are. They're extremely gullible. What did the DA do in the Western Cape that we can all say it benefited the black folks over there? Like, majority of black South Africa that stays in Cape Town still lives in below the middle class.
Yeah.
Below the middle class. All of these black folks that we see in the Western Cape or in the mother city in Cape Town are foreigners. Are foreigners vibing on the highways in the expensive cars. It's the west of Africa out there in Camps Bay, Clifton, popping champagne and living the lifestyle. When you as a tourist from Europe, when you come there, you don't distinguish. You're not able to quickly distinguish between the different blacks. You think this is South African black people are living the life over here. You know, see what I'm saying? Meanwhile, it's Lagos. It's Tinubu's kids. Understand?
Yes.
They make that rainbow nation really complete somehow. But where are the black South Africans in that mother city?
They are there.
Cubana. Only in Cubana. Drinking Hunter's Dries and these little savannas and small little stuff like that. Take it to Clifton, take it to Kemps Bay. That's when you see Lagos is in the building.
All over.
VSOP on the table, my CC, please, right here. Bring 2 more bottles. Put those champagnes on ice. When that tourist person from Europe comes, he says, "Ooh, Africans are living the life over here. South Africa, South Africa." Wait, credits to those ones from the West Coast. That's why we love what the hell is going on in the West Coast of Africa with Ibrahim Traoré, Burkina Faso, Mali, and Niger.
Yes.
That West Africa is holding the torch of Pan-Africanism like this.
Yes, they're holding it high. Yes, yes.
And this south of the Africa is going a different direction.
They are dangling somewhere else, you know.
They're
It's
playing
like
with fire down there.
yeah.
They're playing with fire. And that's why I said the South African people are gullible, because some of them are still out here thinking, no, we like the DA because. You see, at the first sitting, I don't know what her name is, that girl, that lady, that black lady, who was sitting between Steenhuisen and the now newly elected deputy speaker of the House.
Oh, yeah,
She was
yeah.
strategically placed there with a afro. With an afro.
Huge afro.
With a huge afro. She sat there to fool the masses because they're so gullible. You must sit there.
And you're the one that's going to be talking for the DA, huh?
Ask them this question. Ask them this question. She tried with one of her stupid questions because we also disagreed with the fact that the counting of the ballots
Yeah.
was going to be done in secret by the Chief Justice himself.
Yes.
What kind of democratic system is that? Of course, the superior logic thinking, as Julius Malema himself said, took over and prevailed that day. Understand?
The logic, yes.
Yeah, the logic. What was his name? Glosy. Dr.
Glosy, yes.
He's the one who came up.
He's the one that said, how come? Why? Why can it not be done here? Previously, when we elected the president, it was done in front of us.
Yes.
The ballots were done in secret, but the counting is done in front of everybody.
Yes.
Why is this different?
Why do you want to be the only one, Chief
Yes.
Justice, in the back there in your chambers somewhere over there counting all these, gloating by yourself while you sit there with all that glory?
Yeah.
No, it needs, for the sake of transparency, since this is a democratic election, there needs to be eyes on that. Put these cameras, I like the way you say,
Yeah.
do you see these cameras that are watching me right now?
Oh, yes.
You can use these cameras to put it there.
Yes.
Yeah, and
Nobody
count.
needs to see me. Put it there.
Chief Justice kept on saying, no, this rule existed before I became Chief of Justice, and all this, I cannot go against this rule. I'm simply but upholding him since 2019 to 2014 and all this kind of crap. He was bringing all that.
Yes.
And when the ANC, I
Yes.
think is the chief whip of the ANC,
Yes. The
came
person
up and agreed basically.
gave him the go ahead. He said, it's okay, it's okay.
But he said something else. Remember what he said, right?
Um,
Observant. He said, I think the best case would be to at least take these ballot boxes in the back there, and each party can send their representatives there, so that it doesn't have to be counted here in front of everybody.
Yes.
Even while he was still talking, the Chief Justice, I heard him. He said, yes.
Ah, really?
Yeah, I found that very man. So when the ANC just spoke like this, immediately you confirm it.
Ah,
And then he said yes. And then he first kept quiet a little bit about it, and he gave chances to other people. That's when he introduced that Afro puppet. The puppet lady in the DA.
yeah.
Yeah, the one in green.
He said, no need. No, why
was
should we
like-
change things now?
Yes.
Ah, please,
She
keep
brought-
quiet.
She brought her, they told her, say this.
You have to say something different to what they said.
Try to show the nation here that we have brains here.
Yes, yes.
That we know how to fight. We know how to stand for what. Hey, we're not gonna budge with the DA. See this? The puppet stood up and hey, excuse me. At the end of the day, it doesn't change anything.
Yeah.
She just basically, that was her only contribution there.
Yeah.
That moment.
Even that stupid little comment that she made when the Chief Justice, when Chief Justice asked everybody, okay, if anyone is for the idea of the ANC, let us know, if we can go ahead. Everyone's okay with that, sending a representative. This one says, I thought we were going to go via party size. Shut up.
That girl's unnecessary.
Shut up.
Shut up, exactly. You see, when puppets take it upon themselves to speak, they say shit like that.
Stupid.
And sometimes these puppets, they don't know that they're being used. They'll tell them, object here.
Yeah.
Just like those people in the United Nations, when it came to voting about ceasefire in Gaza, they used the other American puppet to put your hand up.
Yeah.
Put your hand up. Veto this shit. You understand? It's the same freaking system operating all over the place. They say, hey, you make a useless comment here. Tell them that, sorry, Chief Justice, I thought we were going to go according to party size. It just goes to show you what kind of ego that you're dealing with.
Exactly.
Yeah, what kind of spirit that you're dealing with over there. That is not a leadership type of spirit. That's a spirit that knows exactly that they're sitting in front there. You see all those DAs at the back? She knows, that's the only thing that keeps ringing in her head. Because she's a party size type of chick. Her mentality is all about, I thought we were going to go to party size.
Exactly.
That's what she took it upon herself. So even the people that are sitting behind her, she looks down on them. That chick.
So I'm sitting in the front row. I am talking for the DA.
Yes.
Please.
But hey,
it's a puppet.
At the end of the day, the EFF was present in that first sitting.
Hey, they were thinking, huh?
Besides the DA, besides the DA, it will be a great South Africa. But besides actually it was besides. Right?
Yes, it was.
Without the EFF at that first sitting, we would just be hearing the Chief Justice talk, and things would just be going. No action, no fight back, no representatives of the masses in that place. Do you understand?
Exactly.
All of us who love the spirit of democracy, we just spoke about the spirit of democracy. You understand? It's democratic. It's democratic for there to be transparency.
Yes.
When you see, if they can do shit like that on TV,
what
in
are
Parliament,
they doing?
You must just wonder what that particular voting station down there is doing with the ballot boxes. One particular guy is going in the back office to count all the ballot papers, and then he sends a freaking WhatsApp to wherever they were broadcasting from to give the election result, and says KwaZulu Natal is so much. This one they're sending it via WhatsApp because one individual, someone Kumalo or whoever, counted it by himself. If in the Parliament they are fighting for that useless rule.
Yes.
Useless rule. That rule must be demolished.
I think it's going to be. With the EFF, they are going to demolish that rule.
It does not make sense that when you're doing an election for, whether you know the results, whether you know the outcome, whether we know about the numbers, whether we know that the GNU has more numbers and that the remaining progressive parties have less, does not matter. The principle is there
transparency.
Transparency. Representatives of each party to be there. Even if the candidates are from only two parties, since everybody in this room is an MP, even representatives of parties that did not partake in the election should also be there. To bear witness to the democratic system of transparency when it comes to these elections, these votes.
Exactly, you're right, yes.
These are the people that are governing the country, And you can see these discrepancies. This room for rigging. Look at that room for rigging. Right there. Okay, hey boy, come. You see when they'll go to the back like this, huh? When he wants to just send that WhatsApp, to send the number, just go and grab him. Right? He's gonna go alone. Don't worry. Just go there and just call him. Use that girl. Go with that girl.
Distract him.
Okay. You wait. You just follow behind. Let she go. You're wearing nice today, huh?
Hey,
Sister,
the mind is
nice
gone.
Today, huh? Go there. Because we can see exactly where those with stupid minds would want to penetrate there and take advantage of the system. Are we speaking Chinese here? It's crazy. It's being broadcast for everybody to see. So anyway, that was something to witness.
Yeah, it was.
We saw it. It was loud and clear. But the remark that Julius Malema made, we've started with superior logic thinking.
Oh my gosh, that was epic. I quite like that.
The way
he said it.
All of them, they just look at him like this.
Natural, man.
And you know what's the other cool thing was the actual post that I did about the nomination that Julius Malema received as the candidate of the president of South Africa from the UDM and the ATM people. That
is written in history.
Yes, exactly.
That is, no one can take it away now. That Ramaphosa and Julius Malema were on the same ballot for presidency of South Africa.
In 2024.
In 2024.
Yes.
Wow.
That's my response to all of these stupid individuals in the comment section on TikTok.
Yes.
After I made that post and I was saying, some of them were saying how they humbled him.
What
the numbers humbled him because Cyril got like 240 or something like that, and Juju got like 49 or something like that. I'm trying to explain to these gullible people, these short-minded people, that hey, listen, it's not about the freaking numbers.
Obviously we knew that he was not going to win the presidency, but the fact is he was on the ballot.
Besides the fact that his name will forever be mentioned, his name and his face was on national TV for over an hour. Yeah. Possibly to an hour and a half.
Yes.
For free advertisement. Yeah. It's just sitting there. And that particular sitting, those particular presidential elections that included Cyril Ramaphosa and Julius Malema for 2024 as the candidates for presidency of the Republic of South Africa was being broadcast internationally too.
Yes.
Internationally too, you stupid people in my comment section. Internationally too. That means those Europeans, those people from elsewhere, from the Philippines, worldwide, it's a global event.
Who were interested in politics around the world.
Who, for example, and here we're just gonna give a free ad. Who, for example, were watching Sky News, who were broadcasting this too.
Yes.
Got to perhaps know who is Julius Malema.
Yeah.
Why is he wearing that? There's interest there. This is some of them will go in like, this is a candidate for presidency, but why is he wearing
that beret?
That beret. What's going on here? Interest, charisma, things. That's what the Bible also says. God shall use them at their own folly. They think they're trying to humble him over here, but they don't know that they're solidifying something. Let me put it this way. Since 1994, for 30 years, the ANC have had majority of power in South Africa, right? When they lost that majority, 30 years later, in 2024, the presidential candidates included EFF's radical, robust repatriation of land without compensation candidate, leader, Julius Malema.
Yes.
Nobody's going to talk about 241 number or 49, but nobody. They'll just look at those names. When your kids, when your children's children one day want to study the history books and they learn about NP de Klerk, Nelson Mandela, Robben
Yes.
Island, 1994, when the first GNU was created, and how it got to be back in the forefront after 30 years of the ANC rule as the majority party. They will look at the candidates of the 2024
Yeah.
that formed that coalition,
Exactly, man.
not GNU, that coalition, and they'll say Juju. But
It's Juju.
yeah, they'll say Juju was there.
Yes.
Yeah, those kids. Because there was a fool in my comment section on TikTok who said, we choose what to remember.
Please.
That's why I had to reply to him in this fashion to say, your kids,
The arrogance, man.
like your children's children will study this, you fool.
We don't like to say these things about the people who support us, but come on now.
No, he doesn't support us. He's a hater. He's an ANC hater in the comment section. You know, when you go viral, even the haters are exposed to that witch that you're going viral for. So they come in the comment section. I check before I respond. Does this fool follow me? Let me check. He doesn't even follow me. Then I let him have it. I say, hey, you watch your mouth, huh? Sometimes even those that follow me can bring about a valid point, an important point, that can sometimes even maybe irritate me. But I do the mature thing, I do the wise thing first. I've been on social media for some time. I first check, let me see. Does he follow me, or does he or she follow me? Oh, they follow me? Okay. Let me turn it down. Let me entertain this one, because after all, we are here to initiate
Yes.
thought-provoking conversations.
Exactly.
So we have to take our own words. Yes. Okay. All right. I see what you're saying, but think about it this way.
Yes.
You know, we go about it that way.
Yeah.
Everybody check, this one doesn't even follow me. What? I let him have it straight. Ropes. Hey, if white people take power here, you.
Say it raw.
I go in straight for them. Yes. So that first sitting was extremely interesting.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to the next and
The announcement
the announcement of deputy.
of deputy.
Oof.
That's when it will hit certain South Africans. When they say, hey, the deputy president is John Steenhuisen from the DA.
Oh.
A party that's backed up by the Oppenheimers. A family that has ruled the freaking century in all freaking sectors.
Yeah.
Yo. Even Madiba had to go and explain himself over there.
Yeah.
When Madiba came out, before he had to go to freaking Britain or whatever, even the Oppenheimers, backed by the British.
Yes,
Hey,
completely.
we're talking about diamonds here, man. We're talking about diamonds.
Diamonds. Everyone wants diamonds. And who has the diamonds? Oppenheimers.
We're talking about the Kimberley certificates. Even when you're in Sierra Leone or in Congo or whatever, we're talking about Kimberley certificates. So, of course, certain huge powers are involved over there. But it'll be very interesting. That DA is supported by them.
Yeah, and I don't even think they are hiding it.
How can they hide it?
No.
They are out here, the DA is out here fighting for the rightful ownership of those mines.
Yes.
Not of those freaking Airbnbs. These gullible people, they're out here thinking that
The Airbnbs.
they're out here thinking that when the EFF says repatriation of land without compensation, they're talking about the Airbnb. The little studio that he bought, that he's getting some money from, the little freaking, not those small little stuff, please, come on. We're talking about nationalizing assets, mines, farms, game reserves.
Yo.
Things that can be utilized for the interest of the whole freaking country, not for the interest of one family.
One family that has been able just to thrive like that all over the world, basically.
For 120 years.
Yes. Yeah.
In all sectors. One family that's also out here putting its footprint in West Africa. Right?
Taking things, yeah. What did
The
they
can
do?
business.
The beverage can business
can
in
business.
Nigeria. Yeah, they're taking things slowly and slowly and slowly. But I don't get it.
While business, well, you're allowed to venture off and do whatever you gotta do and all that kind of thing. You, the people, you, a country, you must know how to protect your assets. You can't be out here selling everything about the country to private companies or families.
Yes, exactly.
What the hell is that? How can a family that originated from like freaking Europe, Germany, Jewish descent,
Yes.
and all these things, they're out here. If for 120 years these Oppenheimers have been doing their thing in that South Africa, we're talking 80 years within that colonial rule apartheid system.
Yeah.
Back then, they were already able to solidify their footprint.
There's stunts in South Africa,
in
yes.
South Africa.
Yeah.
In that Suid-Afrika.
And they also, there was a point in time that they also hid behind the fact of trying to eliminate apartheid era, but only to a certain point where it was still to an advantage of them, to them.
I think it was
What is his name?
1957.
Yes.
When one of those Oppenheimers, I forgot his name.
I think
Maybe
it was
Ernest.
Jonathan or Nicholas.
No, Nicholas is the current ruler. And he's the one to pass the baton to Jonathan.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
His
Yes.
son, I think.
Yes.
Yes, but that one in 1957,
Back then.
after the Second World War, when things started going crazy with the diamond business and it started getting scrutiny and all that stuff, they pivoted into the political scene. Yeah, where they had a party called United Party, UP.
UP, something like
yes.
that, yeah.
And their party they wanted to somehow fight for equality of rights that included the blacks. You understand? They came in there trying to say we're going to be some sort of a progressive party. You understand? For the black people, to look after them, to look after you guys, okay? Okay, you see, we're nice people, huh?
It's also like for the optics.
Yes. They came in like that. And then they never really succeeded in there, or they didn't really go deep into there. And then they decided to take a different approach to that, to become the money.
Yes.
And to start just being financing.
Just giving it from
Just giving the money like this.
Yes.
The exact same thing they're still doing now. Start giving it like this. You give it. That's what they came eventually. Said you in Kata Freedom Party take. But you are black, huh? But take.
Yeah.
Yeah, but your ideology.
Exactly.
What? At the end of the day, your leaders or your caucus will come and represent here, will come and talk here. You understand how these people operate all over the place? I'm saying nothing new. I'm saying nothing new. All these people know this. This is how the freaking systems of capitalism and monopoly operates. You know, because they were able to manipulate the prices and the markets for the diamond business.
For their advantage.
Oh, of course, now.
Yo, they made it scarce so that they can make more money. Even the fact that they bought De Beers, but they are the ones who...
They are the founders of Anglo-America. And that Anglo-America has... investors and American investors in there, huh? So it's you're gonna attack Anglo-America? That's why when you look at the EFF, repatriation of land without compensation, what are you actually saying?
Yeah.
Shoo! Oh. Juju. German descent people, ties with the British, with the colonizers, all this. JP Morgan's names.
Yes.
They come in there. This is the West.
Yeah.
This is why he says, we don't want this party of the DA that represents a capitalistic who work in the interest of the West.
Yes.
The West is this JP Morgan's people who are part of this and they finance this and they buy that and they own and Anglo-America and all this thing. Look at those names up there. You know, so it's impossible no, it's not impossible. It's a very tough thing to do. Anglo-America. Those are big boys, man.
Completely.
Those names. So I just look at Juju like this. This is very good, brother. repatriation of land without compensation. But these people will
Fight it. They will
fight it. These Oppenheimers, they have documents, gazettes even. You can even call them gazettes. They have documents. It's probably even written in stone somewhere.
somewhere, yes.
I'm telling you, and it's framed. That goes back. It's a dynasty.
Yes.
It's a freaking legacy. It's things that were passed on generational wealth. Do you understand what I'm saying? And now some party must just get inside the South African political system with new policies that says repatriate without compensation.
No.
Take all these mines back into the hands of South Africans, controlled by those. In their studies, in their private rooms, they say to themselves, controlled by those overalls. Those overalls are the ones that's going to, they're saying repatriate. They're saying all these other ones, all these people, when they vote for them, even if they get 100%, they'll fight that thing.
Yeah, of course.
Even if it comes out here that EFF won majority votes by 99.9%.
Oh, yeah.
There's paperwork. They can't just come here and say
Repatriate now.
and then all the documents those documents are binding.
Completely.
They give those people rights. They can't say, okay, according to this new policy, you have to pass those policies also still, first of all.
People still have to vote.
Yes, it could be some freaking GNU. If it's not 99.9%, we were just exaggerating with those percentage. But yes, people would have to pass these particular policies, these legislations.
Yes.
You understand? And eventually, let's try to pursue this. Oppenheimers comes to court. Jonathan comes to court on Nikki. If it's in Nikki's time. You know, they come to court, they fight for this. They put in JP Morgan people around there.
Exactly.
And foreign policy starts to play a role.
I would
what's
think
going on over there under international law? This is that's why when Juju speaks, he says in our lifetime.
Yeah, that's just what I was gonna say. That even if EFF they do win the majority, they are in power in South Africa. To have that repatriation of land actually be fulfilled, EFF would have to be in power. Maybe, I don't know, 30, 40 years, maybe.
Yes, they would have to be there for long.
Exactly.
Because a lot of, and they would have to be growing as they grow.
Exactly,
and when they're in power, they'll be getting certain visitations.
From the Oppenheimers.
Not necessarily just from the Oppenheimers, from even people they don't know. From even people that
trying
they've
to
never
strong arm them.
Yes, trying to strong arm them, trying to tell them, look, what are you people trying here?
You got to stop this. It's okay. You got into the position now. There's no need to fulfill this.
Since the 1800s, or since 1908, since those days, 120 years of rule. All right, let me try to read something here. The Oppenheimer family has been one of the most influential and powerful families in South Africa, largely due to their control over the diamond and gold mining industries through De Beers and Anglo-American Corporation.
That's
Early
a big
history
thing.
and arrival in South Africa. Origins, just a real quick one. The Oppenheimer family has German-Jewish origins.
Yeah.
The
that
patriarch
mix.
Ernest Oppenheimer was born in May 22, 1880 in Friedberg, Germany. Ernest Oppenheimer immigrated to South Africa in 1902 at the age of 22. He started working for a British diamond brokerage firm called D.A. Davidson in Kimberley, the heart of South Africa's diamond industry.
That's where the name Democratic Alliance comes from. DA.
I think so. Huh? What is his name? Ernest Oppenheimer immigrated to South Africa in 1902 at the age of 22. He started working for a British diamond brokerage firm called D.A. Davidson. They say, hey, you are DA. Okay, you're in GNU now.
Yes.
Go in there. Hey, ANC, Cyril, come. I've seen even pictures of Nelson Mandela after prison with the Oppenheimer family.
Smiling big.
Smiling. In their domain, huh?
Yeah, we don't know what study, what lounge that was.
I don't know. That one. You know, to play politics, the Oppenheimer could have visited him in the presidential whatever. But I bet you and I guarantee you, they told him, hey, this is that, this is this, this is that. And then Madiba said to himself, look, just one term is fine.
Yeah.
Hey,
I've done what I wanted to do.
My race stops here. You understand, you people? You guys go on. If you want, I'll share certain secrets with you. I'm not traveling anymore. You guys come and see me. When you come and see me, and then he'll tell them, hey, it's like this, it's like this, it's like that. I've brought you guys here. We've seen this. It's democratic now. But look, you see that room over there is full of documents of every type. They own the land. They own this freaking land.
Yes.
You know, it's amazing how majority of South Africans do not understand the difference between peace and liberation.
Yes.
Do you understand?
Yes.
They are peaceful now. It's not like before.
There's no fighting. There's no people beating each other up.
There's no blue uniform in the streets beating people up. There's no places. Oh, my goodness.
We cannot go. There are no restricted places.
I just remembered Otoria. Is it Ontario or Watoria? That white-only place
at Orania.
Orania.
Hey.
Yes. Okay, we'll come back to Orania for a second.
Yo.
But the difference between peace and liberation. There's no chaos. There's no this. There's no that. But you are not liberated.
No.
Yes, you do not own the land.
We are still answering to people.
Because true liberation would mean that you are in charge of your land. If you don't own the land, I feel like I'm talking to third graders here. If you don't own the land, you're not liberated.
Yes.
Yes, you are living in somebody else's country.
Exactly.
Yeah. It's true, man. The assets of this country does not belong to you, and it does not work in favor of this country. It works in favor of that particular family down there. And certain foreign corporations, like Anglo-American. So what are you talking about? We're talking about diamonds here. Just going into a diamond business is such a freaking risky thing. It's crazy. For us who are fortunate enough to sometimes make deals in this type of industry, the amount of paperwork needs to be there. It's not cheap. Certain licenses go for like $25,000 to $30,000 a year. No, it's not cheap shit.
No, of course not.
And the risk factor in between.
It's very high.
These mines and going back to these institutions, paying the tax, exporting it wisely, using these reliable companies to actually export everything.
Exactly.
Declare here, and all that. And buyers, these other, and besides just getting this thing and mining it, buyers, dealing with buyers and middlemen, the risk factors of this business. But now this particular one family has controlled, they've solidified their footprint in this business for over 100 years. You want to come in here and say, we're going to take it all for free. The system, just the certification of Kimberly. What you gonna do with this now? What you gonna do? We put all these things in place, man.
So what happens now?
This Kimberly certificate is respected worldwide.
Yes, it's because of them.
Yeah, through us who initiated this whole process. We were able to survive during World War I. And World War II. You think a little freaking civil war here
is going to shake us.
That's how they think.
Yeah.
That's where they get their confidence from. Hey, through our kids, through our generations, we were able to survive. What is this party?
EFF.
Who is that one in front? Who is that one in front? You see the types of minds that you're dealing with. Huh? It's not easy stuff.
It's not easy.
It's very complex. That's why some people just stay out of it.
Yeah. That's why people just, politics are not my thing, huh?
They settle for, you scratch my back and I scratch your back.
Simple.
Eventually, they'll say, Juju, come. We'll scratch you here. You have to scratch here. You start looking at the level of, you start looking at what they're willing to scratch and you start saying, but this one will guarantee that I'm president? Yes.
Yes.
You will be the president.
Yes.
But you have to scratch here. It's itchy here, man. You have to scratch.
This one has to be done.
I will scratch you here like this. Ta, ta, ta. I'll do it in your own language. You know, your own hip hop culture way. The way you people like to do your scratches. I'll do it like this.
Yes.
Shrug your shoulders off. Yes. But you must scratch me here.
Yes. Yes.
No, go down. Yeah, down. No. No, wait, not there. You're doing it wrong. Down there. There, scratch there. Yeah. Okay. Understand? They still take the big pie. Otherwise, it's that. And for the next 10 years, for the 2 terms that you'll be in power, it'll be seen as if you did something for them.
No way.
For your comrades.
We'll make them think that you are working for them. But in turn, we are getting what we both want.
When puppets leave the instruction room, they leave with a smile on their faces.
Yes, of course.
Yes. They don't go out there feeling like they've been reprimanded, they've been told what to do, they've been shouted at, they've been sent into a battlefield with no weaponry, with no armor, with no incentives. It does not work like that. Every single puppet of every nation here in Africa, when they leave the instruction room, they go out smiling.
Yeah.
They settle. They are sellouts. And they go and say, look, I've tried. This is all I could get. And I would have done more than my predecessor.
Yes, exactly.
Anyway, and look, you guys will come after me and do what you gotta need, but I can only bring you so far. That's what happened also with Madiba.
Yeah.
I'm telling you. Because if you think Madiba accomplished it and that's it, we are free now, let's just move on. That's a young way of thinking. Because look at these, I don't even want to use this name, but of course you cannot miss this name, but look at these assets. Look at these mines. Where are these mines? Where's the money going? Even the fact that the South African Reserve Bank is privately owned is just crazy.
That's crazy, huh?
I know they're not the only country in the world to have that kind of system in place, but it's crazy.
It shouldn't be. It's a government entity. Yes, it should be.
A government entity.
Yeah.
By the state.
Yes.
But that's privately owned. That's why that name is like that.
South African Reserve
Bank is privately owned.
Yes.
Trust me, those debonaires are in there.
The beers are in there, yes.
What is it, debonaires? The pizza.
Debonaires pizza.
Debonaires is pizza, right?
Yes.
Oh, yeah. Remember the triple-decker sandwiches? Something meaty.
Triple-decker. Yeah,
something meaty.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, I remember. I haven't had a pizza in a long time, actually. It'd be cool to have a pizza one of these days.
Yeah.
But this political system of South Africa has become extremely interesting because we're living in unprecedented times now.
Exactly, yes.
The fact that the ANC has supposedly lost power for the last 30 years, they haven't. There are certain rooms in South Africa right now where it all matters, where decisions are made, where nothing has changed.
Yes.
The gullible public is out here thinking that we have entered a new era in South Africa. But let me tell you, let the rule be the one to tell you. There are certain rooms in our Rainbow Nation where certain things have not changed. It's still the same.
Definitely.
That's facts right there.
Complete
Even I
facts.
felt like that's facts. Like I didn't think about saying this shit, but I just felt like, I think you said something over there. It's true.
No, it's true.
It's facts.
the people have the perception that the country has changed, but it really hasn't.
It's not.
It's not at all.
For things to have changed, there has to be. For things to change in South Africa, there must be some shaking in this.
Yeah.
In this.
In that family.
In this 120 years.
That
Foundation of a dynasty of ownership. If there's no change here, there's absolutely doesn't matter which puppet stands up front, man. Doesn't matter whether it's even from the DA, or from the ANC, or from MK, or from anywhere. Doesn't matter even what color. Doesn't matter what race, man. Does not matter. If there's no change within the structure of this, it's still the same.
It's still the same.
They actually watch these elections with popcorns. There's some people who put on the popcorn. Say, what does he want that one?
Yeah.
They only focus, the powers that be, their only focus is how to prevent an outright,
a
strike, a major protest, a major movement, civil war, things like that.
Yeah, that will be a disadvantage to them.
How has the public responded now since that Friday the 14th, right?
Yes.
14th of June.
Yes.
Now that they know that the DA is there, is going to govern. Also, how have they responded? What
are they
vibe?
saying? Yeah.
What is the vibe? Ooh, okay. Nothing to worry about. Whether it's a party or an individual or a figure or a news station, we'll deal with them. It's very easy to do that.
Yeah.
But as long as we don't have chaos, very simple. They'll just look, how did they bite this one? How did they bite this GNU?
Yeah, how did they take it?
Let them believe that it's a GNU. How did they bite this GNU?
Yeah.
They believe it. Put that girl there. Let that girl, the afro, sit between John and this new deputy speaker. Put it there. You have to. They just want to see that.
Yeah.
Haven't you noticed that since 1994 they haven't really been complaining? This supposed African National Congress.
Yes.
It's been their mission. It's also their policy, land reform.
Yeah, but they haven't really been taking it seriously, obviously.
How can they?
Obviously, they haven't been, because they've been told just to say it, but not actually do anything about it.
Yes, they've opened certain archives and showed them and said, this is what you want to attack. This is what you want to attack. When you're saying land reform, when you're saying repatriation of land, listen, where in this world has there ever been a situation where a family, a name, a European name, Suma. What is Suma? It's Afrikaans, right?
Yeah, Suma.
European name Suma is removed from owning certain things because some African names came in there and said, from now on it's going to be like this. Yeah. No more. We're not going to take this.
Some Satoli told him, okay, no, it's not going to be like this.
Yes. You understand what I'm saying?
Yes.
Some of them are just looking at them like, the people that are in charge in South Africa, they even go as far as saying, no, we need them. We need them in the public eye. You understand? We understand. If they didn't exist, it would be fishy.
Yeah.
We need to have this. To let them know, to let them believe, to let them think, to let the masses believe that there's opposition. But we know between us, there's zero opposition here.
Nobody is running against them.
No. How? For some people to go against the system that currently exists now, that family has to come with a portfolio also that spans back 120 freaking years. That's why I say, where's Julius Malema from? From Limpopo.
Yes.
What is he attacking when he says repatriation of land without compensation? What is he attacking? attacking.
He's attacking them.
Not just this Germany Jewish origin family called Oppenheimer. Not just them. Even the investors that have invested in corporations and entities that these people founded.
Yes, the people from the West.
Yes. Like the JP Morgans. The ones that told Kanye West, hey, you're shutting your bank here. Take your little money here and bounce. Take your little 120, take your little money and go. Instead, huh?
Yes.
Those boys, they don't play games. They run the banking systems.
It's crazy.
It's interesting. It's important to analyze it like our viewers. It's important for them to look at it in very simplest forms. You just think about it first of all, and you try to put yourself in this one's shoe, put yourself in this one's shoe, put yourself in that one's shoe. Put yourself in the shoes of the investors, of the foreign companies. You understand?
Yeah.
They even have, these Oppenheimers, or people like this. You see, when you go deep into it and you start seeing, wait, this particular Oppenheimer studied, with that particular Oppenheimer studied.
Oh, yes.
You start to hear names that, like Rothschild, right?
Yes.
The Rothschild.
They used to work from that.
They gained their skilled by working at some Rothschild Limited.
Some entity of
Rothschild. This apparent Rebecca Oppenheimer studied in Manhattan.
Yes.
You understand? And she's skillful in the scientific world and all this, and she's got this big ass futuristic type of house looking like in Washington DC. She's apparently the brainy.
Yes.
So freaking smart. She went to Columbia University. And these people,
they listen to her.
What is our brother from Limpopo attacking?
Stop worrying about that one, man. Leave him. Let him talk. Let him just be there.
The confidence with which they dismiss certain speeches that Julius Malema makes is astonishing.
Yeah.
Some things they don't even entertain. They just let it look. It's about changing agendas all the time with them. They always think like steps ahead. They'll just say, let's go this way now.
Yeah.
Oh, what? This could. At the end of the day, also, you're not dealing with stupid people, huh?
No.
You're dealing with people who are so freaking smart. You even, in a way, dealing with people who created these institutions called University of Life. These people that teach people, these people that said this is the law.
Who created the law?
Who created the system. They created these systems of like Kimberley certificates and this debonair. They were able to navigate through the complexity challenges of life, of world war. When a world war takes place, it's so freaking difficult.
Yes.
It's nothing compared to this little 2020 COVID-19 where certain restrictions were made here and there. That's ridiculously hectic. The economy,
minor.
That's nothing. The economy of most countries go down the drain.
Yes.
It's going to take a decade or two for us to get back up, for the whole world, for the system to start running again. But these people, these Oppenheimers, they were able to survive through all that.
Yeah.
And they were actually making big steps. They were penetrating different industries. The medical health and care industry.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Yes, they were able to pivot. They know how to pivot, huh? They are so freaking. They pivot from the diamond. They pivot into like the healthcare. They go back into this game reserves.
Schooling.
They even own private aviation companies in South Africa. They're into aviation, medical sectors. Boom, beverage in Nigeria.
So in case that diamond thing is there's some friction in the diamond area, they're still having the income from all the other sections.
They protect their financial streams.
Yeah.
They still hold major ties and connections all over the place.
Exactly.
So you're dealing with people that, for somebody to have the skill of pivoting, that's a special individual.
Yeah.
Look, let's put all this race thing aside for a second. It's not about black or white.
Yeah.
But just for the fact that this particular mind has the ability to pivot, to anticipate, to be steps ahead. You're dealing with people who are smart. You are currently dealing with people who are saying, the elections are in May, 29th of May in South Africa. Okay. 30 years, right? Yes, 30 years. Okay, 30 years. That's a nice number, right?
Yeah.
Let's change now. Let's pivot. Let's, what's the reception in Western Cape?
They like that party.
You know, in every election, there's discrepancies. There's doubt, there's this, there's that. Maybe that's our cue. Maybe we'll use that medium. But we need our GNU.
Yeah.
GNU, we cannot come out here and outright take it back completely. Majority. No. That's suspect. That's not going to be, that's not believable.
Yeah.
We need to utilize this thing that the British told us in 1994, this inception or this creation of the GNU. We can begin, I think our pivot will take about a term or two.
Yeah.
You understand, huh?
Yeah.
From that 2024,
Let's
perhaps
see.
to 2035. In those 10 years,
We can do a lot.
we will begin the pivoting process,
Yeah.
because it cannot be all of a sudden.
It has to go in stages.
Yeah.
We have to warm the people up to it.
Yes. These people, these brains, these minds,
Yeah.
could also anticipate those wars. See those wars, those World War I, World War II.
Yeah.
They could anticipate it, and because they're business minded, they are thinkers. They were able to make steps ahead of time.
Yes.
It's not just an improvising type of situation every time. No, you can't get lucky over and over again for over 120 years.
Yeah.
There's brains there. So they're able to calculate and say, look, this World War I, there could be a major event. I think we're anticipating World War II here. Look, these are the signs of what brought us World War I. So World War II is around the corner. So they make moves. Partnerships are forged. Relationships are forged. Certain assets are... Get rid of that asset. We don't need that one no more. It won't serve us any good.
Yeah, it's so
You better
easy
sell
for
that
them.
thing now.
Yeah, it's easy for them to just get rid of things.
Because of... They anticipate the markets to go down. Look, that's going to make us lose money. Sell it now. Just like the way we do our crypto. Sell it now.
Yeah.
They know how to read these graphs.
Yes.
These graphs of life.
Yes.
You understand how us traders who would do our thing. You look at, I think this graph, and then you watch certain events, you watch certain things that are happening in the world, certain speeches, certain things that affect all these markets. That's what they do. So they do it on a political level, on a freaking mining level, on huge company levels, and even on events, on election days. They could have even decided since the 5th Parliament of South Africa that in the 7th Parliament of South Africa,
This is going to happen.
this will be the new agenda.
Yeah.
This is the route we want to take.
This is the way we want South Africa to be.
Yes.
Yeah.
And just create a movement that takes out this one first. He's going against the system. This is Zuma. Take Zuma out. He's going against the system. Understand? Create a movement. Believe me, man. We don't want the masses to
Attack completely.
That's the only thing. We don't want we don't want chaos, man. We don't want that. We have to always prevent that. So we'll get our way left, right, and center, but we have to prevent that.
Yes.
So yeah. Cyril will come to the house. We'll talk. You're dealing with minds. Huh?
Thinking.
This is just logic thinking. We're just trying to. If you just try to think about it, you would have your. This is not speculating necessarily, or it's not like facts. Oh, we saw this, but no, it's logic thinking. Okay, call it speculations. But if it makes sense to you, it makes sense to you. If it doesn't, But we are dealing with people. At least you don't need facts to say that these Oppenheimers are thinkers.
Yes.
And you're not dealing with puppets. They are the puppeteers. You understand? They handle the puppets.
Yeah.
So you can't just come out here. Now, while we are EFF supporters for life,
Yes.
repatriation of land without compensation, we also at the same time understand the fight, the struggle, the challenges ahead.
Yes.
Even if, or perhaps even when the day comes that the EFF wins and they start to govern, it's not going to be as easy as a presidential executive order.
No way.
And an executive order, all the minds are now bang, done.
No.
Nobody knocked on his door. Nobody asked him this. Nobody phone calls. No. It takes us back to the conversation we've always had, especially in that west coast of Africa, when we say, when France decided to say, hey, there's going to be independence. Hello. But sign here.
It's crazy, man.
Sign those colonial pacts. Man.
Yes.
You want independence, don't you? So sign those colonial pacts.
Sign on the dotted line.
You know, we the British, we love to have tea. You're wasting our time. The only time you're gonna have your independence is if you sign these colonial pacts. Do you want it, yes or no? Yeah. Look, I knew it, yes. Look, it's going to be good.
Yes.
You're going to love it. We're going to work together.
You're gonna see it's gonna benefit you in some way.
We will
Trust
let you guys
me.
enjoy yourselves here. You're not going to be coming here all the time with all these sheeps and stuff and all these flying over here and intruding.
Yeah.
And you can fly. You can come and see the madame at any time.
Yeah.
She'll
welcome you.
She'll send you invites. And then that one goes at the instruction room and says, you see, this is the puppet. That's why I say when every puppet leaves the instruction room, he goes out there feeling like he's accomplished something.
Done something.
He's brought his people further to that liberation. They don't know that some of these countries are out here not knowing that the peace that they have now is
it's conditional. It's conditional. Yeah.
It's a tool.
Yeah.
To keep you in that state.
Yeah. It's all conditional.
Yes.
Yeah.
Give them peace. If you give them peace, they won't think so much about liberation. Liberation from what? We still own the land. Huh? Just give them peace. Let them believe. Let them confuse the idea of peace and being rightful owners of their own assets.
Yes. Yes.
Anyway, this podcast could go on and on and on and on. But I think we just need to wrap it here for now, huh?
Okay.
Well, there's still more podcasts to come. If you haven't subscribed, click the button, follow us, and yeah. So like I was saying, no, I'm just joking.
Thank you very much, guys.
Yes, we're going to wait and see who the deputy president is.
Even though we already know who it is.
This podcast should be going up when maybe tomorrow. Tomorrow it'll probably go up.
Yeah.
Hopefully it hasn't been announced by then. You know, African time. We're going to hope on African time right now. Yes. Perhaps in 10 days or some shit like that.
Yes, for sure.
Yes. Thank you, people.
Thank you.
Much love.